Hi, my name is Joanie Eisinger. Welcome to my channel. Please go to my website, jonieswhitelighthealing.com, for more information about me. I am a psychic, a medium, a healer, and a spiritual counselor. If you're interested in a reading, healing with me, please contact me through my website. I offer in-person sessions for folks who are local to North Central New Jersey, as well as Skype, phone, Facebook video, FaceTime, and Zoom. Zoom being 15 minutes only because I do not have a subscription there. You could find me on LinkedIn, SoundCloud, and Facebook. And here I am on YouTube. Please subscribe and press the bell all icon. You'll receive notifications every time I put out another video. Like, share, comment below, and I hope to see you as a new subscriber, a new viewer. If you have a request for a video, if it is video worthy, I will make the video for you. Okay, so with that being said, I asked Spirit what to speak about, and this is what I jotted down. When intelligence works against your best judgment, when you're too smart for yourself. So why does Spirit want me to talk about that? Well, I've found that a lot of the people who are in their heads, and also who happen to be highly intelligent, above average IQs, they tend to not have honed their emotional quotient. They're working on their clairsentience, their divine feeling, their intuition, their gut. Okay, so you might be asking, well, what's wrong with being smart? What's wrong with having an IQ to begin with? What's wrong with being intelligent? There's nothing wrong with it. It's part of the package. We need our brain to process, analyze, think. It's a remote control we have. There's the autonomic nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, and we need all of these systems in play as well. They're going, and our mind also does things and makes decisions without our even thinking. I'd like to talk about the thinking. I'd like to talk about being in that brain. So we've got a brain. We need it for waking up and making decisions. Our life is like a flowchart. We wake up. Do I go to the right? Do I go to the left? Do I stand? Do I sit? Do I wait? Do I go? Do I go in that room or that? What do I do next? Do I answer the phone? Do I wait? And so on and so forth. There's a lot of thinking that we need to do in order to go about our waking hours. We also have our gut. That is the emotional piece, the heart. That is the gut. That is where we are driven and where the divine information comes in. We as souls are living in a human body to have a spiritual experience. Our mind is offered to us, and our heart knowing, our gut, our intuition is also available to us as well. But we are not trained. We are not socially educated regarding the gut, the intuition. That is our framework. That is our makeup. We are master, powerful creators that work on being in the now through gut and intuition. In a human form, we also have this thing called a mind. It's this multiprocessor that we need in order to navigate a physical reality. Well, how do you use a mind and a heart? How do you navigate a third dimensional reality being in balance without going into overprocessing and forsaking your heart chakra, your gut, your knowing? Well, it's a retraining. It is a retraining. For some come into this life, their essence is so in balance, they are doing this at the get-go, and they have the balanced mind, the balanced IQ, the balanced analyzer. Fantastic. This video might not be for you unless it's a validation, or maybe you want to pass it on to someone that you find is too much in their head. I do also want to say that some people pre-birth plan to be highly intelligent in order to overprocess, think that they know, but they haven't honed this intuition skill here, and they need to move away from that know-it-all, from that highly intelligent person, overanalyzer, too much in the head, to going in and sensing the divine feeling of sensing, feeling truth and knowing. Some people also find that with karma, that they keep coming in with that mind and the intelligence because they haven't pulled away from it. So we might have karma here. We also might have a soul that's playing by opposites, where you have that they were so much in the divine sensing. Now they want to go and be imbalanced in the other way, and they want to be over heady, intelligent in their mind to see what it's like to not consider the feelings, the intuition. So what I would say to the people that believe that they know everything, fabulous. I'm so glad that you have done the analyses and that you continue with everything that comes your way that you seem to know. I would ask the people that are very much in their head to see whether they would take that opportunity to sit quietly and turn their brain off and see what happens. Oftentimes, when people are too much in their head and their intelligence takes over, they are masking pain, fear, anxiety, suffering that has not come up because their mind has intellectualized, rationalized, denied, minimized, many defense mechanisms regarding moving a soul away from feelings into their mind. Great defense mechanism, that head of theirs. So for the thinkers, for the mind ones, the intelligence, kids, men, women, older, I'm not saying children. This is not a video for children. I'm saying if you call yourself a kid, young at heart. I call myself a kid. For those of you who are up here, take a moment, still yourself up, see what happens. And if you find that it's difficult for you to turn your mind off, to judge, to assess, to evaluate, to analyze, it means that you've got some work to do here in Earth School. And that's why you're here. Okay, so what happens when the feelings come up? Feel them. Feel them. So that's the start. And it would be great for you to not only feel them, but to identify them, to get to know what each feeling is. And then it's to observe and it's to accept. And if there are emotions that come up where there's unforgiveness, very important to forgive yourself and other. At some point when you're finished with feeling, then you send the feelings home, back to the light. Some people send them to the earth for them to be transmuted. And regarding these feelings, this is where the teachings are. This is where the knowing is. This is where the learning is. What can you reap from these feelings that are coming to you? There are truths within these feelings. There are knowings. And within that heart space, when the feelings come up, that is where healing exists. That is where education happens. That's where there is direction and focus and peace. And it is all love. All of the feelings, whether they are crummy feelings, lower vibration, or higher vibration, whatever these feelings are, they are consciousnesses. They are constructs that come together to be those specific emotions for you to connect with in order for you to identify what you are experiencing here, maybe in other lifetimes where they're unresolved, or both, and learn, gather information. How does that relate to your mind? Because we do need both. Well, for those that have been in their head for a long time, maybe not necessarily for a long time, you could be a younger person or a younger soul. Maybe you haven't been overly in your head, but you haven't honed the heart knowing skill. Then you take those emotions and you pair them with what you have analyzed and concluded and see whether they're a match. See what the intuition is along with your heady analysis and see what you make of that. The goal is to do the analysis, to do the thinking, to use your brain for your daily. And then when you want to know truth, go into your heart, go into your gut, Find that divine feeling within and sit with that and ask yourself, what's my gut feeling? Or what does my heart have to tell me? What am I gathering from this? And be still. Very, very important to do this when there isn't a ruckus. Do it when you're hydrated and you've got a little bit of something in your belly, because it's difficult to do when you are hungry. I'm going to go and see whether Spirit has anything more for me to say regarding when your intelligence gets the best of you. Well, there's nothing that you have to prove to anyone. So if you feel that you have to prove how smart you are, there is imbalance. If you are proving via your knowing that you are right and someone else is wrong, you have more to learn. There is your truth, my truth, and the truth. And that we all come into this incarnation, into this earth plane, to develop our respective conclusive truths. So if you believe there is one truth and it is yours, you are mistaken. And that is my truth. And we don't have to agree. Let's see if there's anything more to share. Use your discernment. You might gather information from other sources, and there are other truths. And that, again, go into your gut to see what your truth is in relation to others' truths. Many people will speak of highly intelligent people having done the work. That is not necessarily so. Many people might conclude that highly intelligent people have it made and they're not experiencing any pain because they're so smart. That is not true. It is a misnomer that a person who is highly intelligent also is feeling their feelings effectively. Oftentimes, the highly intelligent person is avoiding the feelings because their mind is the supercomputer that can solve many situations for them, and they use it as a buffer. That isn't a truism. That is an oftentimes. And for those that might be concluding that I am sharing that intelligence is bad, that is not anything that I'm saying whatsoever. It is a gift to have intelligence. It is a gift to be highly intelligent. It is a matter of what your respective incarnations are regarding intelligence and the use of it. How do you navigate a third dimensional world when you are intelligent or highly intelligent? That is the question. So with all of that, I hope that you found this video helpful, interesting, validating, educational, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye, y'all.